born in June of 1996, and little did we know that just about 25 years later, that would be all the time that we had with Grandpa. And looking back, we've been looking at lots of pictures, and with my dad, we've been going through some of his things and been finding things like tie clips and cufflinks and lots of jewelry, which I didn't know that side of Grandpa, and that type of thing has been making me think that he lived a whole life before I made him a grandpa in 96. And in that way, I feel really envious of all of you, that you got to know him for such a long time before we did as Grandpa. But I am reminded of the core things that I believe he always was. And notoriously everyone likes to say that he was a man of few words, which he was, but the words were sort of sacred in themselves. I'm reminded of the verse in the Bible that says, "Let your yes be yes and your no be no." And that was so Grandpa, and we just cherish everything he said, and he spoke things over me and told me that I was certain things, and I believe it, and it was so foundational to me. And so a really hard part of his ascent into heaven for me has been letting a dream die. And those dreams for me are what he would say when I told him, or Amy told him, or whoever told him that, Grandpa, I'm getting married, or Grandpa, you're gonna be a great grandpa. And I think he would probably smile and say, "That's good." And it is good in some ways, but the shred of hope that we have, though it is so hard to be here without him in his church and on his farm and in his house and with his family, is that the spirit that made him all those wonderful things that we love lives on in us, and that's what he taught us to do and who to be. And I think the very best way to honor him is to continue to foster that spirit within ourselves, and to take care of our grandma, who we love so much, who he loved so much, and to take care of each other. So we're going to do our best to honor him in that way.